This morning as I was walking, I thought I'd share with you something that's been on my mind for the last few days. In 2 Corinthians 10, down around verse 5, it talks about taking every thought captive to Christ. And that's just been rattling around in my brain. You know, Paul is talking there about people who think that we live by the world's standards, that we live according to the flesh. And as believers, we shouldn't be doing that. And he's a little upset about the Corinthians and how they're, the kinds of things they're fighting over and whatnot. And so he says, you know, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, they're not fleshly, they're not of the world, they're not the weapons the world uses. They are strong with divine power, with godly power, the power of the Spirit for tearing down strongholds and so on. And you know, I've really been thinking about this because so many people, and myself included, you know, we struggle with thoughts. We get thoughts in our heads and we start to worry about the world around us, or we start to worry about our families or our friends, and you know, things are just sometimes just not looking very good, and we don't know, you know, always what to think. But you know, the world has its way of doing it, doesn't it? Everything's a conspiracy, and you know, we're going to get angry about different political views, or we're going to get upset about somebody who doesn't think exactly like we do about a particular passage of scripture, or they don't interpret the word the same as us, or whatever it might be. And you know, the answer to this is to take every thought captive to Christ. But what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that look like? Well, it has to do with when thoughts come to us, we have a chance to either think about the world from the lens of the world, through the same eyes that the world uses, or we can think about the world through the eyes of Christ, through the way God looks at things, the spiritual aspect of what's really going on. And when we do that, we find peace and joy and grace. And that's the secret. That's the warfare. We're fighting a battle in our mind. Grace and peace to you. So long.